Living in the now, unlocking Buddha's secret to a healthy mind and body. Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Philosophies for Life, the podcast where we dive deep into ancient wisdom and modern insights to help you live a more fulfilling, meaningful life. I'm so glad you're here with me today because we're about to explore a transformative idea that can change the way you experience every single moment. We're talking about the profound teachings of Gautama Buddha, specifically his timeless advice on living in the present. Buddha once said, "There is a secret of health for both the mind and body. Do not regret the past, do not worry about the future, but live with full honesty in the present." Isn't that powerful? So let's unpack this wisdom together and see how it can bring peace and joy into our often chaotic lives. Let me start by asking you a question. How often do you find yourself stuck replaying past mistakes or anxiously worrying about what tomorrow might bring? If you're like most of us, probably more than you'd like to admit. I know I've been there, lying awake at night, overthinking a conversation I had 5 years ago, or stressing about a deadline that's weeks away. But Buddha's teaching reminds us that true health, both mental and physical, lies in anchoring ourselves in the now. And to illustrate this, I want to share a beautiful story from Buddha's life that captures the essence of this philosophy. Picture this: a young boy, burdened by sadness, approaches Gautama Buddha with a heavy heart. He asks, "Buddha, why is my life filled with so much sorrow? Why am I always sad?" Buddha, with his gentle smile, responds, "Where is your grief? I don't see it." The boy, confused, says, "It's inside me, Buddha. I feel no joy, no purpose. I don't even feel like doing anything." Buddha then asks a piercing question: "How do you know this sorrow is within you?" As the boy struggles to explain, Buddha guides him deeper, saying, "If the misery is yours, how can I explain its reason? You must discover it for yourself." This exchange is so profound because it highlights a truth we often overlook. We seek answers outside ourselves, hoping someone else will fix our pain. But Buddha reminds us that true liberation comes from within. One of my favorite parts of this story is when Buddha uses the metaphor of a flower. He says, "A flower is a bud at night, blooms in the morning, and by evening it withers and falls, mixing back into the soil. If the flower worried about wilting in the evening, it would never bloom, never spread its fragrance." Wow, just pause and let that sink in for a moment. How often do we, like that flower, focus on the inevitable end, whether it's a failure, a loss, or even death itself, and forget to bloom in the present? Buddha tells the boy, if you only see your problems, you'll always be sad. But there are hundreds of things in your life right now that can make you laugh out loud if you just shift your gaze. Let's reflect on this philosophically for a moment. Buddha's teaching isn't just about ignoring the past or future, it's about understanding that they don't define us. The past is a memory, the future is a projection, but the present, it's real. It's the only place where life actually happens. Spiritually, this aligns with the idea of mindfulness, of being fully engaged with each breath, each step, each moment. Emotionally, it frees us from the chains of regret and anxiety, allowing us to experience joy in the smallest things, a warm cup of tea, a kind word, or even the rhythm of our own breathing. And mentally, it sharpens our focus, helping us tackle challenges with clarity instead of being paralyzed by what-ifs. Now, I want to connect this to something Buddha said to the boy about dependency. He warned against relying on others for happiness, saying, "If you keep hope in others, you'll end up in sorrow. But if you place hope in yourself, you'll always be happy." This is such a powerful reminder in today's world, where we often look to external validation, social media likes, promotions, or even relationships to feel whole. But true contentment, as Buddha teaches, comes from self-reliance and inner peace. It's about trusting that you have the strength to navigate life's ups and downs. So, how can we apply this wisdom practically in our daily lives? First, let's start with a simple mindfulness exercise. Take just 5 minutes each day, maybe right after you wake up or before bed, and focus on your breath. Notice the air moving in and out. If your mind wanders to the past or future, gently bring it back to the present. This practice, over time, trains your mind to stay anchored in the now. Second, shift your perspective on problems. Like Buddha advised the boy, look for the 100 reasons to smile in your life right now. Maybe it's the fact that you have a roof over your head, a friend who cares, or even just this moment of quiet to listen to this podcast. Gratitude has this magical way of dissolving misery. Third, let's embrace the inevitability of life's impermanence. Buddha told the boy, if death stood before you right now, all your problems would seem smaller than a grain of sand. That's heavy, right? But it's also liberating. Imagine living with the awareness that this moment might be your last. Wouldn't you want to spend it worrying less and loving more? I'm not saying to live in fear of death, but to let it remind you of life's preciousness. Stop procrastinating on that call to a loved one, that dream project, or even just taking a walk to enjoy the sunset. Live now. And if you're looking for a deeper dive into this concept, I highly recommend a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It's a modern take on living in the present, echoing Buddha's teachings in a way that's incredibly accessible. It'll help rewire your mindset to see that obsessing over the past or future is a waste of the only time you truly have today. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. Life is short, friends, too short to be lost in regret or worry. Buddha's wisdom shows us that the secret to a healthy mind and body lies in living with full honesty in the present. So take a deep breath right now. Feel it. You're alive, you're here, and in this moment, you have everything you need to find peace. I encourage you to reflect on one thing today that brings you joy. Write it down, savor it, and let it remind you to stay present. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Buddha's teachings. If this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need a little nudge to live in the now. And remember, I'm here with you every week on Philosophies for Life, bringing ancient wisdom to light up your modern path. Until next time, keep blooming, keep withing, and keep smiling. Right here, right now. See you soon.